And that's the beauty of this NAOS team. Everybody at the ready to help the rest of the team out when it comes to a pinch.
Yeah, the only hiccup there, what we saw Papichulo going for paranoia, no one watching towards long. So you can see it here, Brimstone Breach on the side of NAOS. It's pretty much the KO. That's something to watch out for. On the other hand, GameLab Alpha, they're going to be running that Fade. They're going to be running that Brim Breach as well. And it's something we saw last time around when they played against Zol, I believe. So GameLab Alpha, they say this worked last time. Let's try to do it yet again.
They're going to continue that trend here on Fracture. No real change up here coming from NAOS this time around in terms of the composition. They have everything going. He gets the opening pick here in the Fall X, and that should signal them to continue towards his B site, which is completely open. They leave the lurk there on the Mojo, though, towards A.
Well, obviously here for NAOS, the big adjustment is it's no longer NDG playing that Breach. It's Senior Carl, everyone else on the roles that they were in last time. But NAOS, they do get the plant down now towards that B site, and Papichulo finding Boogie, finding Aeonix too. Step by step, they're just auditioning right in front of him. Dritch now trying to play counter, sure, and no one does find a tag now from Spawn. But beyond that, NAOS Esports, they have a effective allow Ja to be the front line itself. Now that 8 takes looking to happen, Mojo though in the meantime
dalawa dish.
doesn't notice that
Hindi ano ko
to him.
Bakit ako open? Ja, pwede ka dyan pababa. Ikuldog ah.
Small numbers advantage in favor for GameLab. The struggle though with the guns themselves. And with the fault line now into play, seems like GameLab looking for an opportunity. Papichulo though shuts the door here already. Spawn gonna be the advantage. Never mind, Wits finds 2 instead. And from the drop, it's GameLab trying to at least find a way down. But now
nakatapo ko. Bobay na! Nice one!
His bond to this flank push. Never mind, it doesn't come through. They just opt to go for the safe option instead and go through CT.
Yeah, NAOS is gonna have at least all the members available. But GameLab Alpha, they're ready for the clear itself. The Prowler to lead, and Dritch will follow it up from drop itself.
Ultihan ako na ultihan. Oh, may 50 ko drop. Stun ako. Mount na pa, isang suns. Tatlo. Minus 50 breach. May muli ka pa. Nice kill. Dili po just. Nice try.
GameLab. Oh no! This is a problem for GameLab!
There's no time!
Because of the nanoswarm! The nanoswarm burns one down and
Nice! Ano ginagawa? Di nila na-defuse na muli ko, pre!
They just completely shook NAOS. You can see how they weren't prepared. NAOS were trying to play that slow default, but as a pinch came towards that spawn, they're going to try the same thing here towards the bridge instead on the arcade side. Ja making that contact, but he finds the kills, and that just dismantles his push.
I mean, technically, GameLab Alpha did try to do this a while ago, but no one was home on the north side. And NAOS wasn't ready for it because they didn't realize what happened per se. This time around, well, they understand what's going on. They understand what's coming their way. And Ja able to hold things down. Showstoppers do clash! And Ja flies even higher to soar into greater heights. A 3K from Ja. Make that a quad. The ace denied by Dritch. But GameLab Alpha...
Double picking natin. Sige.
Ready?
Okay, picking ako.
Mojo and Witch.
Nice! Kita mo? Raise deep.
Replicate themselves too much so they don't become easily readable.
Yeah, they're also making sure that the south side a bit more clear. This time around, though, we go for the null command, and Ja through the smoke even just expects that Aeonix is nearby. The Odin, though, here from Owen, bringing it out to try to spray things down, but the Cross cannot find any of those takedowns whatsoever. Spike now planted. Pollex trying to get in position. Nightfall used here by
Mali ko ng team. Kita ko out. Wala pa. Flash ako dito. Flashing ah. Flashing ulit. Isa. Ulting ako. Jet.
One enemy.
Flashing city. Last
for the answer, but GameLab Alpha, they're losing their members left, right, and center, and it's Dritch all alone yet again. 1v3, the lockdown buying space and time, and really for GameLab Alpha, I don't think there's any way to make it back. The fault line in the way. Now it's just keeping their opponents at bay.
Such a great stagger here of utility and ultimates from NAOS. That's 4 ults here coming from GameLab.
Nice one.
This is where the swing has to happen for GameLab. You can't give up match point with a deficit like this.
Yeah, the tactics here from now are seemingly more sound. GameLab Alpha, they always have that firepower though with the talent that they have, and it's something they've relied on to bail themselves out of these pinches. We begin though now for Hall's control. as Fallex wants to lead the charge yet again. But Wits' suppress is such a big bother. It slows down GameLab Alpha's pace yet again.
What was that ping? Almost like there was a...
Yo, nahan.
Nice
Nice,
one,
Nice,
Nice. Isa sa baba ko.
Makasmoke ako sa city. Isang set.
Yes, stunning, stupefying event. Senior Carl.
Nice one, Carl.
Side.
And now it's Esports. How will
Meron,
they
meron,
try to
meron.
finish things
Dalawa.
off on GameLab Alpha?
Nice. Pag-bait ako, laban. Wait lang, kalma tayo. Nasa spike.
A taste of their own medicine, and suddenly a wild job here is to take you down. Now so prepared yet again. They have a good handle already on the north side of the map. They have the spike, they have the positions, and well, it should just be the kills coming their way too.
Nasaan ba ito?
Please pa ako mag-whip.
Silence, seeing it immediately. It's something that isn't as familiar to them compared to the other teams in the PH scene. Jado priming the dash, wanting to force that contact towards Owen. The Bulldog though bites back even harder. Ja falls, maybe a trade there courtesy of Mojer. Not gonna happen as GameLab is on the hunt and is rushing towards that C side.
Well, okay, nice overrun here coming from NAOS. A double with a classic from Senior Carl, okay. But, I mean, low HP, still don't have the guns.
Jet pa lang. Mawala yung OM.
Ito nasa city yung jet. Ingat city ah.
Okay, ako. Okay.
Music side instead means no guns can be picked up. GameLab eventually they decide to commit towards that C side, but there you have it.
Wait lang ah. Keep to garage.
Unbelievable.
Walang close siya.
Default nasa
Yeah.
default. Wait lang ah.
Yeah.
Sama na ako.
Dritch the only one left in a 1v3 slate. Bulldogs picked up and he finds the angle towards Senior Carl. He was low HP though. Dritch with another one.
Nice!
In those situations, maybe they're gonna try to trade for those guns. They back on the way, and it's GameLab's rotation that is stifled instead. Now, speaking of stifled things, economy, not the best here for GLab. They have 4 sheriffs, a classic in the hands of Fallex, and they're slowly creeping their way towards that A execute.
Well, all they got is a bunch of sheriffs here. Paranoia, that connects perfectly. That catches Papi Chulo out, but Senior Carl is there at the ready, and by the time it expires, Papi Chulo is ready as well. Boogie on the double, on the triple with him!
Oh, Boogie, baby.
Pansin natin pag nag-tap.
Well,
Na-hold ako ah. Ready trade ka nga sa inyo.
Ready trade. Sige, na-ready trade ako. Isa.
right now.
Pre-econ.
Ikon taas. Wait lang.
Nalapit dyan.
Ito natin.
Tara dyan.
Tara.
Okay, ako mag-wait dyan.
Ready? Wait ka,
Waiting ako.
Last player standing.
From Boogie. They're feeling the heat, their play momentum, but going for the knife in that situation a little too early. Call me a spoil sport, but you know, the round wasn't over yet, so GameLab Alpha, they're gonna need to be a bit more careful moving forward. They have the lead now, they have the guns to fight back, but now it's in position towards Heaven. The Rolling Thunder, even the answer, but look who's appeared! It will be Ja fighting on side. Ja just runs them all over! 3 down, make that 4! Almost got the ace, Owen shuts it down, but NAOS, they had the eye in the sky, and they had all the intel in the position in the world to just fight back against GameLab.
Nice! Ano, ulti wits?
I don't know if that will continue in the second half once NAOS are on the attacking side. I'd wager maybe, perhaps not, but GameLab, they're in a good role right now. And if they can, not let this eco once more be converted by NAOS, then they're on pace to get a pretty good half.
Yeah, NAOS picking up this map too, knowing the stats of GameLab Alpha, but to go with another team, well, the magic is preferred and being found by GameLab Alpha instead. Spike's not planted on that B side. Dritch with the fight on Ja to begin with. And the swing comes from Papi Chulo to get that takedown. But Boogie and Dritch, look at them go. Play by window. 0-2 watching the doorway. It's 4v2 now as Senior Carl tries to play the front line. The Bulldog finds 2 for his troubles. Well done even through the wall to get into cover. But the flashpoint's there. Okay, cleaning up the suppressing fire. Dritch trying to mow them down.
Left na. Left na. Left. Ay, baba daw.
Hindi.
Now with full armor. Does it anyway. Goes for the full. Not done with this match. GameLab Alpha, they have at least a few more rounds to go on their attacking side, where we always say that it's more preferred by these teams. Jado knows Fall X is there, and Ja will find them immediately. Rolling Thunder the answer though to flush them out from C-Link. We hear the Hunter's Fury as well, and Senior Carl already mowing down and just evaporating Boogie there. So it's 5v3, and the usual frontline from GameLab Alpha gone in a blink of an eye.
And you see why they feel free to use a Hunter's Fury there, because they know that the lockdown, that's not going to come anytime soon. As GameLab used their lockdown in the previous round. No, the timing here is going to come off the swing, but Papi Chulo always so at the ready, so reliable.
Flashing likod mo.
One enemy.
Shortless.
Spike down.
Nice. Sabi na, di na naman target.
Sure if you're able to watch the NAOS Insider video that they put out, but hold on that, Ja, he's got an op in his hands. He's the most terrifying, arguably. There it is. The second goes his way. At this pace, you wouldn't even be too excited to expect a third.
I want to be hyped up, but wait.
Spike down.
Sasa ba siya?
Nice one.
Nasa taas.
The Hunter's Fury could be big. Trade out immediately here by Wits to take down Ja.
Boogie getting now all the way towards Hell. Fault line though still gets the connection, throws the dart instead. Just garner that intel. Smokes away the way. GameLab still in position in these corners, but Senior Carl, one by one, trying to flush them out. Owen goes down, and NAOS is on the rotation. They pulled so many of the defense already, and they can go for that C site here.
Dito na ako.
Pwede pa dito ah.
Smoke na.
Host lang tayo, silong tayo, silong. Walang smoker.
Wala rin pansira dito. Ay, dito ka.
Nakaresistan ako. Baka malagi pa dito, lalabanan ko. Ito garage isa.
Wala na ka.
Hold has been, and let's see if they can do so yet again. You also notice Wits nearby towards the cubby. Boogie now looking to peek things out first and foremost. Nano Swarm 2 by time. Third's gonna be set up here, and Boogie will swing it to take down. Hey, Ionix also on the board. Mojer though with the stall, with the deny, and with 5 HP, he's getting the kills that they need. Now he realizes Fall X is on that site. The fake, the peek.
Nice. Meron na ako.
Incredible in these post-plant scenarios, incredible on the stall in the mind games. Just well played from map to map. He's trying to do so yet again, and well, sing his praises even more, why don't we? First takedown onto the round, denying Dritch from any kind of angle. NAOS is just holding back. They know that these sheriffs are deadly, and they'll respect it enough to play default instead.
Dalawa?
Meron red yun. Bakit?
Dashing ako taas.
Wala na smoke ha. Wala akong smoke.
Ang garage.
Enemy remaining.
Nasa mid
City.
City. Sure City.
Yeah.
Ako na garage, ingat. Kita ko garage. Sabayan mo dyan.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily true just yet, but these steps, I think they're in the right direction.
Yeah, nice speech there, and I do agree, honestly. We'll see if NAOS can continue on with this kind of form, especially with Senior Carl. Boogie though, finding the timing onto one, finding the
Alarm bot as well. All they've got now is that lockdown. Potentially later, you can hold on as well. Rolling Thunder comes right in the face. Owen Cutie able to still get the kill, hiding in plain sight. Boogie on the trade. And now slowly respond here off of Senior Carl, but GameLab are doing a good job of stifling this.
Oh, and Papi Chulo's there, but Dritch will find the trade. And now the Rolling Thunder. Dritch, why do you have your hammer out?
He was jump peeking it. He didn't think he would be there. And Papi Chulo has the right read. A classic Papi Chulo situation. In another clutch, the master himself. Can he deliver another masterpiece?
Here we go again, the mind games there from Papi Chulo. Now, though, stumble at the start there, Black and Blue, with Owen smack dab in the middle, completely ignored by the entry. But Papi Chulo, he's been renowned for these moments. Ionix, though, no slouch either, being that newest addition for GameLab Alpha. He's now creeped on over towards the site itself on the higher ground.
Let's go,
It's the
boys!
best ground for Papi.
Ganda ng team.
Okay sila kalaban and pinaghandaan namin sila, but unfortunately parang yung performance na pinapakita nila recently sa mga past matches nila is parang medyo nag-underperform sila. So, feeling ko, alam kong, hindi naman sa alam, pero confident ako na mananalo talaga kami.
Yung changes sa playstyle nila, siguro dati mas sila. Sobrang aggressive, ngayon medyo nabawasan. Siguro dahil sa composition na ginagamit nila. Nahirapan, siguro ngayon mas madali ngayon. Thank you and see you sa next match namin versus Nakage.